Correct or incorrect, there's still so much flex going on here. And the final choice, the Keen special, it's Malphite, baby.
There it is. Comment. So it does have a bit of poke, but you could see that already you had to back and go for a TP. Here's Dread into the bottom lane looking for a gank as Jelly looking for the flash, gets two of them into the double knockup, but do they have the damage? Double flash comes through, and yes they do. As Joker is going to go down pretty easily there. First blood goes to Soul.
A hard engage. First item against Syndra. That's ultra standard for basically every mid laner. Top side.
Okay, Dove, well, you were greeting for that one as he's going to have the huge wombo coming on in as even Jelly's up here to get a piece. And even you, Cal, coming over with his own wall saying...
For the team with the losing lanes, Valdez. What does that mean for fans at home? Does that mean the game is over? Let's watch this trade first.
Yeah, Jelly just pushing him away, but it's going to get knocked up and stunned here. Tons of damage coming out now from Ghost as the flash on forward with the Ignite. Is it going to tick down? One more will do it. There it is. And Utley looking for the follow-up now. Super clean. Made it look easy, flashing in for the kick. And down will go Soul in the entire bot lane of Afrika.
In coordination with where the backup is. No backup, no chance. 2 kills, well executed.
잡았어. 달리야 보고 있고. 여기
Not going to translate that one for
What
you
did they
guys.
say? What did he say there? No champions now that Aurelion Sol can't build it out of Catalyst anymore. It's also very bold against Dove as bot lane.
Okay, we're going in here. We got a TP and Dread, and it's 4-on-2 right now. They get the knock up here on a Joker, but they want the 2-4. And they got onto Ghost here. They do get the knock up. No flash out of Ghost, as you can see that Keen was playing the game of chicken, waiting for him to flash, but Ghost knew he was dead anyway. Is going to go down to the 2 of them, as be interesting to see the next item here for the Talia. Looks like a Banshee's Veil. As speaking of which, they're trying to get on top of her. The stun, very, very close. One more tip would have done it, but he's not going to go down. There's the wombo combo. See you later, Lucian. You went a little bit too far, my friend. As Jelly going to go for the follow-up here. Ignite trying to tick down. Doesn't look like it's enough. Here comes On Fleet. Now does survive, and he is going to be here on time to help out with that one with his wall. If any fight was happening, as on game.
Finding a way to get this Baron. Well, good to know that bug is still there on patch 9.4.
Yeah, good to know, I guess. As the knockup comes in, a wall just for defense as Jelly is in so much trouble. Speaking of wombo combo, they threw him around like a rag doll.
They just threw him under the bus. They were like, sorry, not know about the first ward.
Okay, ward's coming in, and now they know that Sandbox know. Look at you, Caldo. Trying to get that Weaver's Wall into position. Just going to get behind them. The ultimate is going to be missed there. As where's the engage? Big Jarvan ultimate. But a lot of damage going back the way from the blue team. They get 2 kills already as Sandbox trying to win this fight after the engage goes wrong.
They've done it. 3
members of Afrika go down and make that a 4th as Sandbox somehow, some way, are going to stop the Baron and win the fight.
They just straight up outplay Afrika Freaks. We see this lineup come in with a reliable comp when this the
slow motion replay, but everything seems to go wrong. The Malphite ultimate goes wide. Jarvan ults by himself on a 4 and has no follow-up. It's just all over. It's Gold Swing going their way, about 4,000 or 5,000, plus a Cloud Drake. They're certainly in a fantastic spot now as all of their poaching
will die in a Baron. You know how I know it's even worse than that? Jace and Lucian still have their flashes, Valdez. How did that ever happen?
They never needed to use them as well. Poor Dove. He's been the scapegoat so far from this game as Keen has to ult away yet as Rika, all 5 of them together in a circle, not pushing away, just looking for that 5v5 fight. Here's the Fate's call, does get the 1 knockup, in goes Galio. Another follow-up from the Jarvan and the Malphite, but do they have the damage is the question. Yucal is going to be dunked in the backside as Ghost and On Fleek are full health here. They're going to chunk down Soul as Keen has to flash away once again. Looks like the damage not there for Afrika for the 2nd time in a row as wow. What a cue from On Fleek. You mentioned mechanics. He's here to play tonight on his Lee Sin, looking for the 7th win. As Dread is going to go down in the clean ace to the side of Sandbox.
They never got the do-over, Valdez. The 2nd time in a row they go down. They just can't get damage out of Yucal and Soul at the same time. Front lines don't explode, and Sandbox Gaming, whatever we... Sure, it starts with strong engage, and Soul is skipping, but Yucal's doing no follow-up damage, so actually, watch Yucal. He's the one here, because Kalista does what we outlined, but Yucal UCAL actually does 0 damage in this fight.
Always threatening the Talia. Very scary stuff.
They already popped the Banshee Veil. That means that UCAL is just going to do a little bit of wavering as they lose their mid lane inhibitor. This game has gone to hell in a handbag for sure for Afrika. Might even need a last Whisper onto Soul to do damage. They walk up for a second time.
Trying to zone out Joker and Summit. In they go as Dread just disappears on the backside. There's just no follow-up here on Fleek. The only one that takes any damage on the side of Sandbox. As Soul finally did do a bit of damage on the backside, but it doesn't seem like enough as it's a lackluster fight and Sandbox continue to push.
Sandbox Gaming push up. They know they can maybe even just end on this push. Pieces on the chessboard look so clear from Afrika Freaks, but when wielded, we definitely see some user error on the side of Afrika. Sandbox being respectful for Warren and Talia, right? Those are the two champions that Braum had so much agency over.
And now it's, it's a 10,000 gold lead. What are you going to do when you don't really have the damage to back it up? As well, we're going to find him again, says On Fleek, as well. UCAL is going to flash away from that one. GLT comes in. Has On Fleek gone too far? He's looking for the kill. He's going to have to stop watch on the backside. He's just going to be the martyr, the sacrifice here in this game, as down will go the third inhibitor.
Definitely too aggressive, but luckily enough, because of their engage, they will be able to force something, unless Dread just dies instantly.
Well, first time is not the charm. Can the second time be, as in goes Jelly. Nice scout of the week. They're going to push him back, and finally Dread says, can we do it again? But he's going to go down. They finally find Dove, as Joker also going to get caught here. That's actually really big. The Elder Dragon is alive right now, guys.
Do they know where Ghost is? Trying to backdoor at this point. I don't think he was spotted. He might be spotted by this control ward around here. He's trying to backdoor and a TP the base. Afrika need to respond to this.
They do, and here comes Ghost. He's trying to go 1v4 to stop the backs, but he's not going to be able to, as he's going to be going down here most likely. There it is, 1,000 gold. Goes the way of Soul, and they do stop the back door.
And UCAL will be able to actually stop the minions here. Look how important that wall is. That's the wall you wanted. That should keep the last Nexus turret up in this Fiesta at the end. On Fleek is around, 50-50 potential.
On Fleek, can he get it? No, he misses his Q. Will he flash for it? No, he doesn't have his flash.
The game with all the damage on the side of Sandbox. It's not there now, although Sandbox should pick up a free back.
Sandbox gonna scoop this one up. You can see that Afrika not even gonna look at it, as there's
super sucks because he needs to frontline to look juicy to allow his team to engage, but his team doesn't have flashes to surprise the enemy. So he's actually just gonna get poked out for free, and they can't punish. Speaking of poked out, Inhibitor's fallen low on every side.
Mid's gonna go down, and well, Jace always super good at taking that out. You get the 80 carry on the bottom side. They're looking for 2 inhibitors at least, as the top one not yet respawning. Very calm, collected. Soul going in there. They want to get in the back line. They get Dove again. And that is a huge pick. Take a look at the top side of Summit. Trying to go for the split push. That's not going to work, as he's all alone.
How many kills can they get?
Here. Down goes the GA.
They need all the kills they can get so they can try to force mid. They will lose all their inhibitors again.
They do. And, well, this game is still going on, though. The gold lead, it looks like the buy for Sandbox if Jace Summit here wanted to go for some kind of crazy backdoor. So always keep that in mind as On Fleek. Gonna just take out that Banshee Veil once again in Afrika. They're just looking for Dove. They're looking for one guy. Can they find him this time? They want to get out to Ghost here, but Zola's gonna have his GA immediately pop. Look at UCAL in the back line. Immediately dies down there to Summit as 2 members of Afrika go down, and the dream is dead. Sandbox gonna take the big fight here, as it's only Dread left available. The TPs come in, and they're gonna win this game.
Yeah, definitely a well-deserved win for Sandbox. That last team fight was sick. They flanked the Jace onto UCAL as Soul got kicked into the team. Dread might live, but Ghost is just on gatekeeping duty. Summit win this game, and a well-deserved victory. A comeback win for Sandbox Gaming.
Big game. Was a fun one too, actually. Afrika gave us a hope here for them to maybe come back and make this a really interesting 50-minute game. They did hold on for quite a while. I do like this fit, even though the Aatrox did hit some nerfs, still can find some love. Really waiting this one out, but the push is there. As he lands E, there's that Rune Prism. Do they have the damage? He's going in as the last spell comes out from Keen to pick up that first blood. Nicely done. Flash also is able to hear On Fleek or see him in there.
Surely now. Here we go.
Okay, has the vision, but it's way too late. As yeah, we never went that far. We just ate about it.
Oh, we're going!
Okay, this is what Galio can do at the bottom side, but the Shen lands that taunt.
Sandra ult.
Here it comes, the UCal gonna land it onto Joker as he's all alone. 4-on-1, that's not very fair, but a lot used to pick up the kill on the bottom side. And he did go inspiration as it is after 10 minutes. Also has one takedown, so would have come at 9:30. But Dread is going to be spotted up on the top side, and now he's ultra slow with the axe coming in. And Shen's there too, so see you later. As Dread, no open hell to get out of that one.
And the free boots wouldn't have saved him, but this is the spot where even more laning sustains. But Dread, he's trying something.
We'll see if he can beat the Callista. It's going to be hard, and actually it is
the ability. Keen. I think he's the right person to pick up blue. Silas, we know, is not going to be using damage. Dread is top side. Hey!
Okay, flashes into that one. It looks like the chase is still on, though. Let's get onto this one as Keen trying to trade back damage, but he's just going to get poked with the big sword of Summit and does go down here. Trying his best to get out of that one. Really got to
nice lane. That's good news for Sandbox. We know their 1-3-1 potency. Getting side lane turrets down is one way to force that to be the game. As here we go.
Dread does have a teammate this time around. He's going in onto Ghost. There is that smite, the flash on in, and the kick to the face. He's going to go down as UCal makes his way in with that Stand United too. As now tomorrow, SKT. So we'll have to wait and see as the first axe is going to land. Jelly forced to flash away, but in goes the Olaf. They want to take that guy out, and there it is. Taunt comes in, and down goes the Galio in the tree.
I love watching Sandbox play around pressure. This is the meta they were able to enact on 9.1 and 9.2. The picks change, but they're making the old picks work. Not pushing up, but of course he is really only a tanky boy. He's doing best Swain impression on this Rod of Ages mid lane, front line. Mage, Sandbox take down the third Drake of the game. The first one soloed, and they're actually pushing forward as well.
Wow, the flash forward. They want to get this Rice down before he can do any damage. Silas in the back line trying to do something. Takes out the Aatrox. Here's Soul getting into that back line. Can anyone take him out? Yes, they can. The taunt is going to go down as Ghost doing way too much damage. And even though UCal stays alive for a very long time, Silas unfortunately not able to deal too much damage in that one. Another good fight goes the way of Sam.
They've not got Smite just yet. Olaf on the way. Not sure if a Freak of Freaks can stop this Baron. Here comes the Smite.
Yeah, UCal. Okay, I'm going to hold that thought here as the Baron has started. Jelly trying to get that taunt down, but look at that Olaf just running at Dread right now as Jelly doesn't even exist in this one. We are going to have UCal going in once again. Is going to flash away from that one, and finally, Keen does have a way to get into that back line. They're going to tip away at one. Still on the chase here, but the Tilling Smite looks like it might just be enough to stop them from ES. So Summit and On Fleek feeling the brunt of that. Even a huge taunt comes in from Joker. Can they follow this one up though? Jelly does have that aftershock as UCal making his way in with the Stand United, but really nice stopwatch here as Jelly not able to find anything on the backside. At least Keen does trade a kill back onto the support, but that's about it.
The Bulldogs, they want this game to end earlier rather than later, given the lead they've been able to open. They don't want to allow Rise to inch his way toward a 6-item build that gives him tankiness and damage. So that means one more vision here at all. Who's going to face check?
It's got to be Jelly as a ton of damage goes down onto him. UCal as well, the tanky member, but you can see Keen and Soul and Dread just hanging out behind. Not really able to do too much damage. Nice dodge there by Soul though. He's going to flash away. Can they get on top of him? Stand United goes go down onto the Olaf. Soul still alive, but Keen all alone is going to flash over the wall, stays alive. Somehow in these fights, both Soul and the other guy, Keen here, still in this one. Drake gonna make it back to his teammates. Nice dodge on the Q there, though. Dub not gonna take that one. Redemption takes another one at Redemption. Maybe the winning play here in this one as they're still on the chase.
And there's respawns coming soon. Hero's entrance up in
into the Mountain Drake. Freaking not ready to just get on top of that one.
Dread very slowly soloing it down. Allows Joker to come back.
UCal getting in there, but Soul does have to back away. Look at Aatrox himself. Is going to go down one time, but Soul goes down. The huge damage of Afrika is no longer in the fight as UCal also going to be taken out here on the backside after that World Ender. See if they can get on top of him. Looks like he might actually get away, but 2 kills are going to go the way of Sandbox here. They're still on the chase. And they take out UCal, trying to actually get the GA on Fleek. Not really worth it to chase his Silas after all, as Keen somehow still alive on the backside. It's going to get taunted up. See you later. Down you go, Rise. Not going to be able to survive this time around.
They have to fight. They have to fight thick and fast to get this Baron control. They finally get it. Let's look at the respawn timers here. Seems like no one from Afrika can respond. Sandbox get the Baron that seemed destined for them just a few moments ago. Big thing in the team fight there is it was about contesting a damage. UCal dives in, and that means Bliss is doing no damage, but in the back line, they just scrape
Joker
up.
taunt.
Exactly. The taunt into the Lissandra ultimate. Actually, this does.
Can they take it out?
Should get it here.
Yeah. Down it goes. We will continue on to this one. Lissandra ult taken here by UCal. See who he puts that one on to.
Cleanse is up on both AD carries. Both took Summoner Cleanse.
Okay, going up to Summit, who nearly just disappears, but seeing what they can get.
Trying to force through as a 3-man unit. They do get to face check here, which is important for Afrika. We'll need to see the scoreboard to know about Vision. That's turning on to Joker for now.
Here comes Stub over the wall, though. It's immediately taunted. Can he get anything down here? He tracks the huge wombo combo into the back line. Soul's still alive, but it's not anything compared to Ghost and the damage that he does after that kind of engage. Well done by Sandbox. They're able to get 2 kills already on the backside. Looking for Soul here as well. He does a bunch of damage, but he is going to go down and not even get the Guardian Angel.
Interruption.
Sandbox
Got
going
it.
to be able to interrupt this one, and they're going to push on to perhaps the victory.
Sandbox will win, and amazingly, Valdez, we were right on one prediction. We said Control Wards, Vision in the blue side jungle would allow for a flank. It's the flank there. Dove gets in, and while he can't get everyone, they come from every angle, and they take down Afrika where they stand for the 2-0.
Really fantastic turnaround for this team. I mean, they just lost to Afrika 2 series ago, and it was a bad one in game number 3 where they got outplayed. This time around, they send the message and say, we're the better team. We're going to 2-0 you this time.
And I've got a great analogy here. What do we call Sandbox Gaming? Compared to everyone else, they felt like an LPL team. Remember, the LPL is only rolling on to patch 9.4. They never got to 9.3 this week. It seems like finally Sandbox got patched for the new patch. They've got strategies, some old, some new, but their adjustments in playstyle give them the old